Right, grade 11s, let's solve for x and y simultaneously. So the first thing that we're going to do is rewrite the two equations and label them as 1 and 2. The approach that we're going to take to solve these simultaneous equations is the substitution method. And how the substitution method works is we're going to substitute one of the equations into the other equation so that we have an equation that only has y in it or only has x in it. Let me demonstrate. So I'm going to take equation 1 and rewrite it in terms of y. So x should be equals to 2y minus 4. I'll call this equation 3. So what we'll now do is we'll substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So equation 2 is as follows: y squared minus. So in equation 3, wherever there's an x, we're going to substitute 2y minus 4 because x is equals to 2y minus 4. So in this x, in the x's place, we're going to substitute 2y minus 4 because in equation 3 they are equal. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to exchange these two terms, their positions, because I prefer having the y in front of the bracket so that it becomes easier to use the distributive property. So instead of having times y here, I'm going to place it in front. So now we have an equation that has y throughout, so it becomes possible for us to solve for y. So this here is y squared minus 2y squared minus plus 4y. If I apply the distributive property, plus 21 is equals to 0. Right, let's collect like terms. So here we have minus y squared plus 4y plus 21 is equals to 0. This is what we are avoiding. We don't want a negative coefficient of y squared. So the correct thing to do is to multiply throughout with -1. This is important because we're dealing with a quadratic equation. And to solve quadratic equations, it's always necessary that the coefficient of y squared is positive. So let's multiply throughout with -1. There should be positive y squared, -4y, -21 is equals to 0. So already work with 7 and 4 because 7 and 4 is 21, or rather 7 and 3. 7 and 3 is 21, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So let's test. So y 0, but remember there's a negative here. So let's go with -7 and plus 3. Yes, that seems about right. -7 times +3 is -21. So the product gives us the last term, and the sum +3 and -7 gives us -4. So these factors are right. Therefore y should be equals to -3, or y should be equals to +7. So now we can substitute these solutions into, you can substitute these y values into equation 3 for the x values. So we have x is equals to 2 minus 3 minus 4. So this is -6 minus 4 is -10, or x should be equals to 2 times +7 minus 4. 2 times 7 is 14 minus 4, that is +10.